Hey guys, welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager and episode 3 of my career mode, and today we have round 6 of the championship, which is the Munich Grand Prix. And remember, we need to finish 3rd or above in this Grand Prix if we are to save our job. So the pressure's on, we've signed a new driver and we're all ready and raring to go for practice, and hopefully we're actually going to take it this time. We've brought in Sophie Sevilla and Edda Johnsdotter is still in the team, and well, we're going to take it this time. We are actually going to do practice live on camera and make sure that we do everything we most possibly can in order to save our jobs for this season. I didn't expect to be sacked this quickly. I thought it might happen at some point, but you know, maybe at the end of the season or something. Yeah, this has been a bit of an eye-opener. It's not been as successful as I'd hoped, but we're going to try our best and do what we can. Still haven't seen any reaction to the first episode, so if I'm not implementing your suggestions or whatever, I promise I will do that for season 2. But practice is today. We're going to take practice and try and get this set up absolutely perfect. We don't have long in practice, so we're going to have to send out these two fairly quickly. Yeah, we're going to do one lap. We're going to do it on the soft tyres, why not? We need to see what sort of pace we're at as well. So we'll do that. We'll send them both out and we'll see what they do. We'll stick them on high pushing. And then we'll set them out for a race run after this quick qualifying run. Keep an eye on Sevilla. So one Spaniard out in Sergio Arbeloa. New one in Seri Sevilla. The gearing is weird. Okay. I want the handling a bit stiffer, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, Sevilla fastest first sector apparently. Johnsdotter slightly slower. So it'll be interesting to see the battle between these two, but Sevilla coming through. And where's she going to finish? Coming through now. She's gone fastest for the moment, but Jar's gone quickest and about 7/10 quicker, so that's absolutely fine. Right, we're going to go medium, 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 and they should be coming into the pits anytime now. Coming around this final corner, but Sevilla currently faster than Johnsdotter, which is impressive on a first ever lap for the team. Right, so let's see what our feedback is. Excellent, good, okay. Now she said she wanted longer gear ratios, didn't she? So ask and ye shall receive. So we'll do that maybe. Apparently it's outside the mechanics recommendations, but I'm not particularly bothered. And she said that was good, so we'll just keep that for the moment. We're going to go onto a set of medium tyres. We're going to go for 3 laps and see what she can do. Now then, speed balance very poor on her behalf, apparently. So she wanted shorter, she wanted a stiffer thing, didn't she? So we'll do that. I'm gonna go with a slightly lower downforce setting here and see what that does. We're gonna go for 3 laps, of course, and we're also gonna hire onto a set of mediums just to get a bit of knowledge on those as well. So Sevilla's out, and yeah, she's in a bit of clean air, which is good. Johnsdotter's out and in relative clean air, so here we go. Let's see what sort of knowledge we can get here. So, speed balance is much worse, apparently. So she wanted short. I think no, she wanted longer, didn't she? But I don't know. Let's keep an eye on our lap times. So, oh, she's moaning as well. So we could just go for the old setups. Oh, she loves the aero. She absolutely loves it. So she's come through. She's done a 1:45.2. What's John's daughter gonna do? 1:45.8. So she's 6/10 slower than John's daughter. Well, the handling isn't working as well, apparently. Let's just keep an eye on her. So they're both struggling just a little bit. She loves the handling, which is good. So she's a happy bunny. We've smashed it on her setup. But yeah, they're on the final laps now. And John's daughter's finished. Watch Sevilla for the rest of this, who's in 4th at the moment, so that's good. Apparently his speed balance is right on the money, so that's good. Maybe she wants a shorter gearbox. We can do that for her. So that's the end of practice in our very important final session, and it hasn't gone particularly well. About a second off the pace, but Sevilla will start on pole, remember, which is perfect for us. Absolutely perfect, because obviously she hasn't, been in the championship. So she's going to get race trim, which is good, and she's going to have those two. Car setup, let's have a look. She wants shorter gears. She wants more response out of the corners, didn't she? But longer than before, so we'll go with that. And we'll do that. That looks good. Right, we'll leave that as is. Tyre choice, yeah, we'll stick with that. Fuel options, that's absolutely fine. Now she's terribly unhappy with that, so let's just go with that. She said the speed balance was good, so I'm gonna stick with that and just stick with that. She can start on the medium tyres. That was 57%. We'll just go with our original one. And yeah, that looks right. Okay, let's give her that. She might be more happy with that. Yeah? Yeah. Let's go with that. And that. Let's see what we can do. She's on pole. Let's see what we can do. She's going to push from the start, and she's going to be a bit more neutral. Let's do this. Come on. Let's save our job. So Sevilla will start on pole. Evans and Valdez will start just behind her. Anna in 4th. Marquetta and Tang 5th and 6th. And if we just scroll down, we'll find John's daughter in 15th position. So here we go. Let's get into it. Let's get ready for the 5 red lights. We'll keep an eye on Sevilla as she's on pole. 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. What a start for Sevilla off the grid. And she's off to a perfect start. Sebastian Vettel, start there. And hopefully she'll go on and make sure she gets plenty of seconds between her and the main contenders, who are not behind her, but are caught in the pack with the likes of John's daughter Gerard right in front, the winner last time out, I believe. No, Bouchamp, wasn't it? Bouchamp in 19th place at the moment. John Stoddard in 14th. Let's move her up to a higher pushing mechanism, and let's watch Sevilla out in front. We'll let her get a good gap to the car behind, 2 or 3 seconds before we start, you know, pulling her back a little bit. Let's just increase the speed at which this is going. So Sevilla leads out of lap 1, which is good stuff. We'll now move her down to medium, try and extend this stint as long as possible if we can. Valdez in second is catching up to her though, and we need to keep an eye on that. But John Stoddard down in 14th place, struggling. She's had a tough weekend, to say the least, and well, Marquetta is coming right at Sevilla right now. Let's join the action. I think we need to just push a little bit more. I think we need to pull away. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we're gonna have to bring her in. We'll add some more fuel. Stick on a new set of mediums. And bring her in. She's had an awful weekend, and it's just about to get worse. It's going to have to come in. Now then, Marquetta's pace is good. Sevilla's pace is good. She's responded to Marquetta and is now pulling out the gap. This is what we need to see. This is good stuff. So she's got a couple of laps before she's going to come in. Let's just keep an eye on that. We're going to go overtake attack for this final lap of the stint. So here she comes. Gonna try and open that gap out as wide as possible. So here she comes. We're going to bring her into the pits on this lap. So what's the weather forecast looking like? It's looking good. Right. I'm going to bring her in. I'm going to set her onto another set of super softs, because we're going to have to pit again. Maybe we'll bring on the mediums then. Yeah. Mediums. Yeah. Part conditions looking good all over the shop, so we'll bring her in on this lap and see what she can do. Personal bests in sector 1 and sector 2, and here she comes into the pit lane. Let's give her a good stop. Come on lads, come on. Perfect, absolutely perfect. And we're away 31 seconds in that pit lane, which means that she's got a good lead over Marquetta in second place. We're going to just reduce that to push, or maybe attack, because we're on the medium tyres. We've got absolutely bags of time. Let's keep an eye on John Stoddard. How's she doing? She's in 17th place at the moment. Could do with a safety car or something just to bunch up the pack for her, but that wouldn't help Sevilla at this moment in time. John Stoddard, keep an eye on her. She's got a couple of more laps before her pit stop. Sabato has just set the fastest lap of the race, but he's down in 7th place, so I don't think they're going to cause much of an issue for us. We are lapping slightly slower than Marquetta at the moment. 3.6 laps remaining until our pit stop. We've got almost 7 laps left in this Grand Prix. We are just going to pull this down a little bit, because she's in control of the race. We just need to make sure we're in the best possible position. How's John Stoddard doing? Probably bring her into the pits this lap. Put her onto the soft tyres. Will this fuel at the end of the Grand Prix? It probably won't, but we can put her on medium conserve or low conserve and see what she can do. We did that at Arbolo a couple of races ago and he got back into the top 10, so we'll bring her in see what we can do. See if we can get it to the end of the race. Now then, Sevilla overtaking these back markers. Not good. Right, we're going to bring her into the pits, I think. She's 24 seconds ahead of Valdez. Yeah, bring her into the pits this lap. Put her on a new set of soft tyres. Fuel it till the end of the race. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. This is where the pressure kicks in. This is where the pressure kicks in. We're on target for the chairman's ultimatum, which is very, very good indeed. Sevilla comes into the pits. Come on, boys. That's it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. 8.6 second pit stop, and we're away in first position. What an awesome pit stop that was, according to Sevilla. And we've got a nice 13 second gap. We're very comfortable at the moment. Got excess fuel. We can push a little bit, try and get maybe a faster slap in there. John's daughter, how's she doing? Still got 4 laps of fuel left. Doing exactly what we need it to do. Not lapping particularly fast, but look at this. Bouchamp down in 12th position at the moment. Where's the other guys? Jahar down in 19th, and Chu there as well. So not a lot of people getting through the pack. And this is good for John's daughter, because she's not losing out in the championship too much. We haven't got too much excess fuel, but we are going to just attack a little bit in terms of tyre wear. Try and maybe get into that top 10. Let's watch Sevilla. She's got a 17 second gap over Marquetta. She's doing very, very well indeed. She's got excess fuel, which is perfect. I am slightly worried about John's daughter, because she's got a little bit more time to go. Do we bring her in? It is just started to rain. It has just started to rain. This was not in the script, so I'm going to just tell her to take it easier. Yeah, Sevilla, we need to get this victory in the bag. Might as well just risk it with John's daughter. You know, it's not going to make a great difference in the grand scheme of things. We're going to ignore her. And ignore her as well. There's only 2 laps left. Coming round the final corner. This is the final lap of the Grand Prix. She's got plenty of time over Marquetta in second place. Valdez in third at the moment. Bouchamp down in 14th. Jahar down in 18th. This is great news for us. Absolutely great news. Now, how's she doing? Low fuel. This is the last lap though. Looks like she's in the top 10, but I don't know if she's going to be fueled enough to get to the finish. But Sevilla comes round, and she has won in her first Grand Prix for, who is it? Eastwood Racing, I think it is. Eastwood Motorsport. Sevilla wins, and it looks like John's daughter is going to come around the final corner and finish in a brilliant 9th position. Considering the race she's had, I think that's pretty good. 9th position, and well, we've beat the chairman's ultimatum, which is, you know, all we could have asked for, really. We're very, very happy with that. But for Eastwood Motorsport, Sevilla is the winner. The 2nd Grand Prix victory of the season for us, and well, that's made the championship very interesting indeed. I don't know what it's going to do for our constructor position, but there we go, and that's how we did it. 2-stop strategy. Don't really know what happened to the likes of Bouchamp or Jahar, you know, who were the championship leaders. Don't think we're going to break the rules, are we? No. That's good. And there we go. Sevilla wins the Grand Prix, gets 20 points. John's daughter goes up to 8th place because of a penalty for Mello. Firebird. Sabato. Let's have a look at the championship standings then. What does that mean? John's daughter is now in 5th position. Arbeloa is obviously down in 13th now. And Sevilla, well, 20 points. Still 21st in the standards, which means she's going to start on pole, by the way. And we're up to 4th in the constructors, and we're just behind Vexala Motorsport for 2nd place, and hopefully this is the start of the comeback. But yeah, let's see what the response is. I assume we've kept our job. I would hope so. Yeah, we came 2nd apparently. Fitness bad for Sevilla. Don't really know why the fitness has gone down 1000%. Or maybe it's just straight after the Grand Prix, that's what happens. Really don't know. But he's got a little bit happier, which is good. Your job is safe for now, that's excellent to hear. We're nearly back in the black as well, which is great news. The gearbox has been built, which is good. Let's have a look at all of the reaction. Bush on top with Jahar behind. That's what I mean. They were well off the pace. Let's have a look at the interview then. That was a great win for Sevilla. Say that. Oh, that's it. Neck issues. She's got neck issues. Okay. Gearbox finished. Yeah, we probably need to improve that first before we fit it. I don't think it's gonna. Well, it is a little bit better than the one that Sevilla John's daughter currently has. So we'll put that in there and see what happens. Let's design a new part, engine perhaps. Let's do that and see what we can do. There we go. It's 24 days until the British Grand Prix. I would show that, but we've had a couple of races in a row, and barring any other, ultimatums or whatever, I'll see you for the season finale, which will be in Russia, where we started the season. We'll be there again. And it's actually on my birthday, this one. 8th of September, which is quite fun. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like down below if you did. You don't have to, of course, but it means a lot for me and for the channel. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.